this? Just another day without you. Oh yeah, we on Shadowbammed number 11. Let's get the link on Twitter. Let me go on that Twitter. Did I even watch any soccer this weekend? Ooh. I didn't watch Real. Did I watch any EPL? Why didn't I watch any soccer? What the hell was I doing? Saturday morning? What did I do Saturday morning? Why didn't I watch any soccer? Oh, wait, I had to be somewhere at 12. Okay, yeah. Sunday. Oh, Sunday, yeah. I was just in the bed. I was like, man, this shit seem annoying. Yeah, I didn't watch any soccer this weekend at all. What the hell is this? But when you're really that guy out here, why is that like that? When you're really that guy and you're the best football pundit in the world, you don't really need to watch the matches to know what's going on. And was there anything like that crazy? Barcelona drew Valencia. I feel like that was kind of an issue. You know what? There's midweek games too. I think La Liga has, or maybe there's like EFL Cup or something like that in the EPL. You know what? Who cares? I think La Liga has midweek games. Yes. I might mess around and watch some of those. Yeah, let me see. Okay. I really wish I could watch Liga on my laptop. Like, it's really the most annoying thing ever. Like, it's really not fair. I should try to figure that out again. Because I want to watch League On, dude, but you gotta watch it on the TV. Like, I gotta be home to watch it. Wasn't there something in Bundesliga that was kind of wild? I watched the highlights of Leverkusen. What's the standings? Dortmund is trash. Damn. Oh, they got a game in hand. Okay. But yeah, today, Shadowbammed number 11, we're going to talk about the round of 16 draw that was held, I want to say this morning, because I just woke up to the matches being decided. I got a controversial opinion. I'm looking at this draw. You know what? I should tweet this. I'm going to do it. Nobody's here, so it doesn't matter if I'm quiet. Yeah. What I think about this round of 16 draw is that this is a prelude to the Super League. Yeah. On no planet do I think that the draws in Champions League are by chance. No planet. There's absolutely no way that's the case. Um, like I feel like it'd be dumb if they were actually just drawing them out of a hat. Like I feel like that'd be stupid, kind of. Like what? Like dog, don't do that, dude. You got to make money. The player, you know what I mean? Like that's bad business. If you're literally gonna do a round of 16 with like Man City versus Real Madrid, like PSG versus Barca, Bayern versus Atletico, like you're stupid, actually. Um, so I do feel like, I mean, I want to say I know, but whatever. These draws were made strategically, and they're made so you have big teams in the quarterfinals. And that feels like Super League activity because honestly, I don't feel like it's ever been this blatant. Usually, like you have like one round of 16 draw where it's like this is two big teams. Um, I guess the most you can say in this one is Inter versus Atletico Madrid, but like I guess technically they're both big teams. Like Inter's a big, but like, come on, like that's gonna be rough. Like either of those teams can easily be out of the quarterfinals, and it's not a big deal. And either of those teams could have been in Europa League, and it wouldn't have been a big deal. And a matter of fact, was Atleti in Europa last year, or they were like really close? I can't remember. And then you got like Napoli versus Barca. Napoli's doing, I don't want to say terrible, but they're doing bad this season. Like they won Serie A last year, obviously, but they're not doing good this season. And Barcelona, like obviously, it's Barcelona. Like no matter what, like it's Barcelona, but they're not doing so great right now for whatever reason. Honestly, I don't know why because they have a really good team. Napoli's sitting fifth and 14 points behind Inter, who's in first. Um, what the hell? Why is Bologna doing good? What the hell's going on there? Bologna's in fourth place. Who the hell's on Bologna? Um, so Napoli versus Barcelona like seems like a big match, but like it's not, and like Barca's gonna beat them. Like Napoli's not that good. Like even last year when Napoli was destroying Serie A, like when it came to Champions League, like it's like, come on, dude, like that's another thing. You're coming out there with what's his name, Di Lorenzo, like, but I don't know how I feel about Victor Osimhen either. Because I'm just like, dog, like anybody can score. Like you're scoring goals in Serie A, like these days, like I'm not really that impressed. I need to see him in another league, and he's just so skinny. I'm just like, he got ups though. He can jump real high. Like I'm not saying he's bad. Like I remember him at Lille, like he was good, but like I'm not a huge Victor Osimhen fan because I'm just like, dog, you're so bony. Like it's just like, and for some reason I feel like Alexander Isak is like also hella bony, but he like looks Ethiopian, so like it's more fitting. And maybe he is Ethiopian or Eritrean or something like that. He's East African for sure. Um, but yeah, let's go through these Champions League round of 16 matchups because they're insane. Shadowbammed number 11. There were some wild topics I was supposed to talk about on here, but I kind of forgot. But starting on February 13th, we do have Copenhagen versus Man City. It's really funny because I used to spend a lot of time in the South, the deep South, and my first introduction to the word Copenhagen was chewing tobacco, or as they call it, tobacco. Okay, so we got Copenhagen versus Man City, February 13th. Actually, this match, RB Leipzig versus Real Madrid, like Leipzig has taken points off Real Madrid in Champions League, like group stages. Not fairly recently. RB Leipzig is always a difficult match. Like they're never an easy matchup. Um, but it's still like a way bigger club versus like you know what I mean. But we've seen RB Leipzig take points off Real Madrid. They played them in a knockout round recently too. I want to say that was that last season. I don't know. Then we got PSG versus Real Sociedad, and I did hear Julian Laurent and homeboy Gab talking about this, and Julian is like, I don't know, like it's not like it's such an easy matchup. I'm just like, dude, you're such a fan. Dude. Like, don't be a fan, dude. Like, be a pundit, Like, PSG got this matchup because Real Sociedad is an easy matchup, dude. Like, Real Sociedad's not gonna beat PSG, dog. Like, what are we talking about? He's like, oh, the pressing. And I'm like, dude, stop it, Like, it's Real Sociedad, doggy. It's the second best team in the Basque Country. Or third, Osasuna? No, I'm joking. So that was funny, but like any fan is gonna be stressed out about like any matchup. Like, oh my god, like oh they're kind of good. They got Oyer Brazil or whatever. They got Oyer Ball. I forgot Phil's name. It's like, dog, no, you got an easy matchup. Like, I'd rather play Real Sociedad than Copenhagen. Like, come on now. Then we got Lazio versus Bayern. Bayern's gonna beat them like 8-0, dude. Like, come on now. I feel like it's not fair for Bayern to play a Serie A team. Like, that's not fair. We got some fresh squeezed grapefruit juice here. Them white grapefruits. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't white, it ain't right. Fresh squeezed though. Off the tree. And I squeezed it. Now, did I squeeze it or did I put it on the citrus juicer? You figure it out. Did I put it on the citrus juicer, then strain it, then strain it again? Did I do that? Yes. Did it take many hours? It did. So we got Lazio versus Bayern. I might watch those matches. Damn it. They're probably going to, no, they're playing the same time as PSG and Real Sociedad. I want to watch my boy Guendouzi. We'll see. Like maybe I'll like watch for a little bit and then see what's going on, and I'll like watch one. Like if PSG gets up like 2-0 early, I'll watch Bayern. But I guess I'd rather watch PSG versus Real Sociedad. I feel like those teams never played each other before. Lazio Bayern, that's going to be a stomping. Then we got PSV versus Dortmund, which is literally a Europa match. But nobody's watching that. Who knows who's better between those two teams? PSV is doing really good in the Netherlands. I feel like they're undefeated. And BVB is just like extremely inconsistent. I really wish Marcel Sabitzer would go to a really like good club. I like Marcel Sabitzer is so good. I'm just like, why? I mean, maybe he doesn't really want to leave Germany that much. I mean, he went on loan to Man U last season. But I'm just like, why doesn't a big team get him? Like, he's so good. Watch Atleti get him. I'll be mad. Then we got Inter versus Atletico Madrid, which could also be a Europa League matchup, but like maybe like the semifinal. Inter Atleti. I hate watching Atleti play, and I hate watching Serie A teams play. But I'll probably watch that matchup because I'm definitely not watching PSV versus Dortmund. But and I guess that's another matchup where it's like kind of two big clubs, but whatever. Then we got Porto versus Arsenal. Another one where, I mean, although Arsenal did go out in Europa League last season to Sporting Lisbon, but was it on penalties? I kind of can't remember. What the hell is that? Oh, hell no. I can't remember if it was on penalties or not. Arsenal going out to Sporting Lisbon. Was it on penalties? I can't remember, but so you never know. But stop it. Arsenal's going to beat the shit out of Porto. I feel like Porto is leading the Portuguese league right now, though. Let's see, Liga NOS. Not even coming up, goddamn. Let's see. Damn, how do you watch? I'd watch that. Sporting versus Porto today. How do you even watch that? Oh, damn, no, Porto's in third. But they could be in first if they beat Sporting today. Um, then we got Napoli versus Barcelona. Like, I'm sorry, Barcelona's gonna beat them. Barcelona just has too much athleticism for a Serie A team. And honestly, let me just say this again. My theory is that this round of 16 draw is a prelude to the Super League. They want big teams playing each other. And on some level it makes sense. I don't really want it, but like I don't want the Super League. But can I admit that it makes sense on some level? If football is like losing money and stuff like that, and like people don't show up for PSV versus BVB and like don't watch it on TV because really they need people to watch it on TV. You got to do something to keep people interested, and let's not pretend like people are fans of like Burnley, or like there's a lot of Real Sociedad fans. Like Real Sociedad fans live in San Sebastian or whatever, or wherever wherever their team is. Like they're not, and then not a lot of them are going to travel. Porto fans live in Porto, and there's probably a few in Mexico and a few in Brazil, but like it ain't like there's a big contingency of Porto fans around the world. But like Liverpool got fans everywhere. Arsenal got fans everywhere. Real Madrid, Barcelona. These teams are global. And like once again, I'm not advocating for Super League. But if they did some kind of like thing where the big teams play each other, everybody's gonna watch it. Everybody's gonna watch it. If they did something in the middle of the season, like I for one think they should get rid of the Carabao Cup. I don't think any league should have two cups. If they got rid of the Carabao Cup, maybe they got rid of Conference League and just said, okay, we're gonna have Champions League, Europa League, and then we're gonna have Super League at some point in the season. Like 10 teams, 8 teams are gonna play each other round robin until we get a winner. Just one-offs. And you can't even pretend like the players are going to like not be into it, because players like to play against the best teams. Once again, I'm not advocating for it, but I see that it on some level it makes sense. And I feel like what they're trying to do with this Champions League round of 16 is kind of make a Super League quarterfinals. You're talking about having City, Real Madrid, PSG, Bayern. I don't know who's going to win out PSV and Dortmund, but Inter, let's say Inter beats Atleti, Inter, Arsenal, Barcelona. Like that's huge. Then the semifinal, you know what I mean? Like you're talking about having a big club final. Like they don't want to have Inter in the final, even though Inter's a pretty big club. But like they want to have like, a Man City versus Real Madrid, or Bayern versus Barcelona, or PSG versus Barcelona, or, Arsenal versus Real Madrid or something like that. Like they really probably want Arsenal versus City, even though it's not like a rivalry, but like it's two EPL teams. Like that's what they want, dude. And it's gonna happen one way or the other. It really is. So we'll see what happens. I was gonna be like, oh, I can talk about Europa League and Europa Conference League, but they're doing like a play-in situation. So the only reason I'm happy about that is because Real Betis still has a chance to like be playing in Europe, because they blew it against Rangers. But anyway, Shadowbammed number 11. We didn't get anybody in today, which is totally fine. Soccer is not big in America. It makes sense. And I'm shadow banned, hence the name of the show. So anyway, hopefully we'll be back tomorrow. Shadowbammed number 12, but fuck them. Holler.